My name is Madeline Ortega, and I will be talking about my project 2. So right here, let me run this real quick so I can start over. So right here, I said that I use my notes from class and YouTube videos, and then sources of videos that I used to help me create it is 3 of YouTube videos, and I put the link right next to each other. And then here I'm gonna post the link to my YouTube channel, my YouTube video once I'm done, once it downloads. So then I started off with package bank. I put it here and also in my prompt bank. So it's because basically this project it's like an Alexa and Siri where the computers are gonna be basically talking to each other. Well, I'm gonna be the one texting also. So then I used public static because it can only be accessed to if a class is defined and also declared, which it is. So that's why I use public. And I also have public static, which is the entry point of any Java program. So then in here, I didn't have a lot of coding in the ELIZA one, but I did have a lot for prompt bank. So then I use return statements because it's a method where may return one value, and basically it's like it's gonna like I'm sorry. So the computer is gonna be like repeating itself eventually, so it can go back to does, for like example, this statement, does word 0 bother you? How about the other word? Like it's like basically it could repeat itself. So then that's basically mostly what I use from here. It's basically the same thing over and over. So then when I go to the prompt bank, I started off with package bank. I use public class, public static, and I also use the public static void. So then I use while because it is basically a loop statement which allow the code to repeat itself. So it's a way of the code repeating itself. So then I use scanner, so that because I can get words, phrases, and even numbers in one keyboard. So that's why I use scanner. And then I use system.outprintln and also system.outprint because it's basically a command. For example, here it says, Eliza, hello, my name is Eliza. What is your name? I'm not going to start it now, but down here is basically saying what's up here. So then I'm going to respond to it, and then it's going to respond back to me, and basically we're going back and forth with it. And then since system outprint, ln, and also system outprint is a command, I decided to use those. So then I use the exclamation point here. The exclamation point means not. So I use it to show the word exit. It's only one word, it's not a sentence. So I wanted to let the computer know that I will be using exit. So then I also use more system outprint, then more scanner, and I use else and if statements because it allows the if statement to be true. So then I just decided to use else if. And then there was more system, and then I use break. And I use break because it allows me to get the loop to exit faster. So once I decide not to do it again, it's going to tell me goodbye until next time. So I'm going to run it now. And here you see it says, hello, Eliza? Hello, my name is Eliza. What is your name? So then I'm going to say Maddie, because that's my nickname. And she responded, hello, Maddie. Tell me what is in your mind today in one sentence. So I'm going to say, I am doing great. So then it says, wow, dramatic. I and great seems to be on your mind. Let's talk about it. So then this is where I don't know where I did wrong, because when I say I passed the exams, it's going to repeat itself. But in here, it was supposed to say, let me see if I find it. Okay, so at first it's supposed to say, does blank, first it's supposed to say blank seems important to you, so does blank. Please tell me more. and then I would tell them more, and then they were gonna respond with, does what the word I put bother you, and then the last word, how about the last word? And then that's how it's supposed to be going, but then it keeps repeating itself, so I don't know where I did wrong in the code. But then here you see it said the wow dramatic, so it says it here, so that's where I passed it. Like, it's like they're keeping conversation though, so I don't know if that really matters towards like my grade. But I tried a lot of ways, but this seemed like the closest one. But when I put exit, when I write exit, it asks me, do you want to run the session again? So I'm gonna prove right now that no matter if it's capitalized or not, I'm gonna still get the same result. See how I put no goodbye until next time? So if I run it again, but this time I just put it lowercase, it's not gonna matter. It still says goodbye until next time. So then let me say, what if I want to put yes instead of, whoops. Okay, Maddie, yes, let's put yes, all capitalized, so you can see that it doesn't matter if it's lowercase or uppercase. So then I'm gonna do it again, but lowercase now. Oops, I forgot to put it in all caps. Because in my code I did put that it was all caps. But my response to it is not going to matter. So now let's do lowercase, because I believe I did uppercase, yeah. So now let's do lowercase. And that's proving, and then it's proving that it's gonna start all over. Doesn't matter if it's if it's all capitalized or not. So then I was looking at the checklist, and I do have more than two. Well, not more than two. I have 2 or more of the classes, and it does greet properly up it right in the first sentence. Hello, my name is, it's like basically being polite. And then it also does use like the first and last. For example, I'm gonna do it again. Maddie, tell me something what's in your mind. I love cooking with my mom. So then it's gonna be wow dramatic I and mom. See, it's the first word and the last word of the sentence. So it doesn't matter, it's just gonna pick the first and the last. And I did use punctuation right too for the code, because here you see hello, comma, and then it has like the dot, and then it has a question mark, and also, and then wow dramatic has exclamation point. And then I proved that it doesn't matter if you put yes or no when it asks you, like if you want to continue to run the program. It doesn't matter if you do it. So that's basically the end of my project. And I hope I did I think I did pretty well, because the code, like, it was still having a conversation. So I think I did really good. But thank you for watching this video, and I will post to YouTube right now and then the link.